okay.
WWE Monday Night Raw post show. Oh wait. We have a stream time.
Oh, we do. So well, it said that for the FCW stuff. So I'm pretty sure we're live. It says that.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're live now, guys. Here we go. I'm so excited for this, man. The first edition ever of a post show here in CTP. We're starting off with Monday Night Raw episode 1. As we'll be breaking down some announcements for the final Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw, the first dance. And we also have some SummerSlam announcements for the Monday Night Raw side of SummerSlam. I am here with the graphic designer. I am here with one of the SmackDown bookers. I am here with one of the main writer of Monday Night Raw with myself, Expert Gaming. Say hello to the people, man.
Oh, hello and hello, Supercat Gaming. I know who you are, piece of trash. But yes, hello everybody. It is I, everybody's favorite CTP member, as I said on NXT a few weeks ago. It is I, the one and only. It's the big homie, if you will.
Yes, Expert Gaming is here joining us tonight for this Raw recap. So, man, you seen that Raw show tonight? I mean, it was great, wasn't it? Oh my
It
goodness!
was. I agree. It was great. It was fantastic. Even.
Indeed. So I hear that we have some announcements going on for next week's Monday Night Raw, some SummerSlam now. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not seen Monday Night Raw, go and watch the show first, and then come watch the post show. Spoiler warning: we will spoil everything from this week's show and the last 2 weeks as well. We will spoil all that as we will reveal the first dance card and some SummerSlam matches. So go back and watch the show and then come back and watch us. Rather than that, let's get right into it.
Yes. Okay. So I want to make sure I got a little test here. I need to make sure y'all can hear this real quick. Let me know.
I know I can't hear it on my end, but let me see if they can hear it. Or the chat's right there. Oh, nice.
All right. So can y'all hear that? Because if y'all can hear that and see that, then we'll be good.
Let's see. We can see it. No, they can't hear it.
They can't hear it.
I'm just playing it back. They can't hear it.
Okay.
All right. Technical difficulties. We'll get into while he fixes that. I'm gonna say hey to the chat. What's up, Kydrick? We got Bertie in the building. We got Super Kid Gaming and the JNW Boss Man. Hey, Boss Man, how you doing, man? Good to see y'all in the chat here tonight. Appreciate y'all for joining us for this first episode post show.
Okay, we're gonna try this. We'll try this one more time. Let me know if you can hear it this time.
Oh wait, were you waiting to hear somebody else? I think y'all were waiting to hear somebody else. No, you're not about to get somebody that's about to start this show yelling at the top of their lungs. Triple H with smart brought somebody that got some talent in this booth. So what is up? It's your boy JNW Boss in the building.
All right. So can y'all hear that or not?
Yes, they can hear it.
We're good?
They can hear it.
Okay.
Yes, they can hear it. Yes.
Yeah. See, I got it. I knew exactly what I'm doing here. All right.
We got it. Cause I heard JNW's voice.
Okay, so we're good. All right. Well, I guess we can move on to our first match announcement for the first dance. So if y'all saw what happened on Raw during Jordan Grace and Io Shirai match, Shayna Baszler after a double count out. I'll fix it later. I'll fix the audio later. A double count out between those two, and Shayna Baszler after the match attacked Jordan Grace. And she was attacked by Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. So because of that, Triple H, the Raw General Manager, has made a 6-woman tag team match for the first dance. It will be Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, and Jordan Grace teaming up to take on Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Charlotte Flair. After Triple H made them find a tag team partner, and they found Charlotte, I guess. I don't know. Don't question it.
Indeed, Charlotte Flair, and I believe this is one of Charlotte's first appearances in a minute.
Yes, last time she was seen was Fight Night, actually, last Raw Super Show, when she was beaten by Jordan Grace in the Fatal 4-Way with, that also involved Shotzi Blackheart, and it was
Shotzi and no, I don't remember. I'm trying to figure out who it was.
Oh my god, I'm really drawn a blank. I can't think of who it is.
I can't think of who it is. Oh my lord! And I have the notes.
Let me see. It was.
Hold on.
The first dance. We're in Chicago, and the first and the thing was with basketball. Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. So it's the first dance for Raw of I guess a new era of Raw. Going into
Indeed, it is a new era of Monday Night Raw. Because after SummerSlam, things will not be the same, ladies and gentlemen, at all. So it's okay. You said a fatal 4-way. Hold on.
Yeah, it's a fatal 4-way elimination match. I do remember that. I know that for a fact. I did the match. Oh, Ruby Riott. There we go. Ruby Riott.
Okay.
See, I knew exactly who it was.
Nonetheless, I'm concerned of how Io Shirai, Jordan Grace, and Shayna Baszler are going to get along. They all hate each other. This is going to be a disaster, and I think.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying. I mean, history with Shayna and Io, Shayna and Jordan. Obviously, we saw in Raw with Jordan and Io. So yeah, they can they coexist? Huh? You think can they coexist?
No, definitely not. Shayna Baszler don't work with people. She don't like people.
Oh, definitely not. Not unless they're Ronda Rousey anyway.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think that this is going to be a literal brawl. I think something's going to happen here, and I think Team Dakota Kai is going to win. Because I think Charlotte Flair going to get along with Dakota Kai, even though they're both egomaniacs, and we got Raquel Gonzalez, the 6-foot chick there, who's just there. I think that it's going to be Team Kai that gets the victory. That's just my opinion. Maybe Shayna Baszler she probably going to do it all herself and not tag in Io or Grace. Maybe they might coexist. I don't know. But I just don't see it happening. Especially after what happened a few hours ago on Monday Night Raw. I just don't see it happening. With that massive brawl.
Yeah, it seems like the chat agrees. Everybody's saying they can't coexist. Not the 6-foot chick. Oh my God, Raquel Gonzalez, the 6-foot chick herself.
Indeed. Apparently everyone's favorite. I'm saying that loosely because people don't like her, but
well, you know what? That's besides the point. All right, moving on to our next. Well, not actually isn't a match. It is after what happened on Raw with Lorenzo Sampson and Mikey Dyer to open the show, and Sampson revealed the whole Trial Dyer thing was a trap to lure Mikey Dyer in to absolutely destroy him. We tossed him off the stage.
That bastard.
Booted him into the ring post from through the announcer's table. So, on the first dance, we'll be hearing from the undefeated, unstoppable, of course, Cruiserweight Heavyweight Champion, the Hand of God, Lorenzo Sampson, after we did a Mikey Dyer on Raw.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. He called me out. That was utter bullcrap. Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what he says. I'm a Lorenzo Sampson fan. I'm not biased.
Oh, you're not biased? How can you like this guy? He tarnished the legacy of one of the amazing brands here in WWE, Friday Night SmackDown. He has a massive ego, and then he called me out. You don't do those things.
Well, Super Kick Gaming, whoever you are, you piece of trash. It wasn't really a hoax. It was more of like Sampson. He thought Dyer would be able to get past Darren Tarleton, but obviously he failed because he's a failure in life, and because of Daniel Bryan, and because he's just a failure in general. Because
Darren Tarleton can't win big matches. That's why.
I agree with that. I can agree with you on that one.
He always fails. He failed against Omega, and he's probably going to fail if he even gets his match with Daniel Bryan. He's going to fail against Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan will not lose to Darren Tarleton. Tarleton has the mouth, but he can't back it up.
Well, see, I don't know if it was Sampson convincing him or if it was more of a Kurt Angle Triple H deal to get Darren Tarleton on Raw. It's most likely the latter. Because I think.
But I mean, this Sampson guy, he's been on Raw. He's having issues with he's trying to get in Dwayne Frost's head. This guy's insane. He keeps spreading his wings, but he's not gonna fly away. Because let me tell you what's gonna happen. He's pissing off a lot of people, and every person that he comes in contact with, what goes around is gonna come back around to haunt him. You know, Sampson, you might have took out Mikey Dyer, but Tyler Phillips still waiting. Dwayne Frost, I know he gonna have some words for you very, very soon. Let me tell you something. It ain't gonna look pretty for you at the end of the day. You can speak all you want, but let me just say this. It's gonna come back around to bite you.
Well, very passionate sermon there, Cole. Well, Super Kick Gaming, whoever you are. Yes, I've not seen the work in the bingo halls of AOA and AOR or whatever it is. By the way, speaking of, today apparently has some kind of show over there, the Action Draft or whatever it was, Night 2, I think. I don't know. The Independents, we handily defeated them at Worlds Collide, so it doesn't matter.
Indeed. Well, look, you know, I gotta give Lorenzo Sampson credit. He was on Team CTP. He did his parts. I commend him. I respect him for that, but I just don't like his actions. And what he did to Mikey Dye was a literal disgrace. But I cannot wait to see what he says, though. I'm very curious. After everything he's been through these last few weeks, I want to know what he's going to think about the Mikey Dye attack and everything that's been happening the last few weeks. He has my attention, and he should have yours, too.
Yes, Super Kick Gaming, whoever you are. It was a handily. I don't think it was a tie. I don't remember it being a tie. Do you remember it being a tie? I think it was a squash defeat. I think it was 4-0 from my memory. Or 8-0, whatever it was. I didn't watch the show.
Well, unfortunately, the official record book said that it is a tie. But hey, if they ever want to do it one more time, just call me and we'll be ready.
Call you? They ain't calling Vince McMahon?
We call me and I'm gonna tell Vince about it because Vince don't watch them.
Okay, I mean you're not wrong. Okay, we're moving on. Up next, after getting embarrassed on Raw by Kota Ibushi, he was literally laughed at by the fans. Literally laughed at by the people in Tampa. Jay White is furious, and he is invoking a Overtown Intercontinental Championship at the first dance. He is. I think we've ever seen a angry Jay White before, so I guess we have to see what this is gonna be like.
Well, Jay White, he's been tested. He's literally been having some of the worst people on planet Earth go after him. That won his head, and that's what he deserves because he messed up Rusev. Rusev should be the Intercontinental Champion today if it wasn't for that bald head Aiden English. And I'm so glad that Kota Ibushi, yes, I said it right this time. Kota Ibushi won that match. He won a 2-on-1 handicap match, and he won it this week against Timothy Thatcher. And Aiden English gonna be banned from ringside. Now it's 1-on-1. You can't get no help this time. And we already know what happened last time you was in a 1-on-1 match here in WWE at Vengeance. You almost lost if it wasn't for that. It wasn't for that fool Aiden English. So I'm making a bold prediction here. Somebody's gonna end this open challenge. I think it's somebody that Jay White has issues with, that hates Jay White and wants to beat him up very badly. That's who we're going to enter. And at SummerSlam, I think that Kota Ibushi will walk out of Atlanta, Georgia with the Intercontinental Championship. And I can't wait. The world will rejoice when Jay White loses. When Jay White loses, America wins.
Okay, you know what? I think it's a little too far. Anyway, so are you saying Bushi's gonna beat Jay White or whoever wins, or whoever challenges him to open challenge at the first dance? Who are you saying Kota Ibushi beats, Jay White or whoever? In your opinion, anyway, beats Jay White.
Well, Aiden English is not banned from this match, right? Is he?
No, he's not. But from my sources, he's not gonna be at the first dance. He is not in Chicago because
So Jay White is gonna prove to us that he can win on his own this week. Is that what you're telling me? So switchblade conspiracy.
Yeah, from what I've heard, he is very furious. He wants to prove to the fans and to Kota Ibushi he can beat whoever he wants to by himself. He hasn't done that since the match with Walter at TakeOver Las Vegas.
And that's been almost 4 months ago. He hasn't done that. It's been almost 4 or 5 months.
Correct.
Okay. So Jay White, let me just let it grind more. If he can prove to me, if he wins, no help, on his own, and then I will probably give him some credit, and I'll probably give him a little bit of an advantage going into SummerSlam. But do I see him beating Ibushi? I do not. At least not me. Maybe y'all might see it, but I still think that somehow, some way, somebody's gonna sneak in and help him, like Switchblade Conspiracy. Those fools can't stand them.
Okay, interesting. So, chat, before I move on to the next match, who do you think is going to answer the open challenge of Jay White? And the first dance next week, whoever you are, the weird fan guy.
Supercut Gaming, the first dance is the go home show of Monday Night Raw, which is going to be next week. Because we're literally on the last shows before SummerSlam. It's absolutely great. I love it.
Yes, got 2 more SmackDowns, 1 more Raw, and 3 more NXTs until Takeover. Because Takeover's week after SummerSlam.
Indeed, and NXT, the second to last NXT, will premiere tomorrow. And then we got the week from Sunday NXT, and then the last NXT after that.
Yes, I can't wait. Baron Corbin, he's on SmackDown.
Corbin's he's on SmackDown. Why would, unless Monday Night Raw traded for him? Have you heard any rumors about any trades going on? Because we know after SummerSlam here in the series, we typically have it's trade season picks up again. Have you heard any rumors about trades from GM Triple H or whatever?
Well, what? I hold on, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that Jay White versus Baron Corbin on Monday Night Raw? Oh my God, that might be actually the most boring match I've ever seen in my life. Pac, huh? I mean, Pac, he did help. Well, he tried to help Jay White.
Wasn't Corbin just United States champion?
Yes, he just lost to Walter like a month ago at in Hammerstein at Chips Are Down.
Chips Are Down. Right. So I mean, Corbin was a credible champion.
He beat Seth Rollins and he didn't appear for 3 weeks.
I mean, he beat Seth Rollins, one of the greatest United States champions in series history. Give him credit.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Cesaro, huh? Cesaro?
Ooh, because now keep in mind, guys, there have been these Cesaro vignettes that has been playing for the last 2 months.
Close to 2 months.
We have been hearing almost close to 2 months. We've been hearing Cesaro return soon. Could he show up next week? Okay, somebody said they got Pac. Okay,
I would never give away any scoops. Okay, we don't give scoops away around here. Okay,
I don't.
Honestly, see what happens.
I gotta watch stuff. Pac is a very interesting one too, expert, because Pac was very, very impressive in his debut when he came back to Monday Night Raw.
Debut, I guess, because obviously before he was Adrian Neville.
But before that he was Adrian Neville. Now he's Pac. He's re-debut. I'm sorry, his season debut. That's better words to use. So I could see him doing it too.
One of the greatest for 1 month. I mean, JW, not wrong about the U.S. title run, but we'll talk about that here. Okay, this is the Raw.
Hey. Seth Rollins had a United States Championship reign before this one in season 7. He was United States champion for 1 year and 6 months.
Oh wow, very interesting. I do remember his battles with Cesaro over the U.S. title.
Yes, they were absolutely awesome. Maybe Cesaro might try to take that Intercontinental Championship from Jay White. Hey, I wouldn't be mad at it. Sign me up for Cesaro and Ibushi at SummerSlam, or make it a triple threat.
Oh my God!
Triple threat on Monday Night Raw.
Tease me like that. Imagine. So what do you think is more plausible, Pac or Cesaro, or Baron Corbin?
Well, for me, the more than likely is going to be Pac. Because I think that, yes, Cesaro could show up next week. I mean, we are in Chicago. It's the first dance, a big show. I just don't see him going after Jay White immediately. I feel that Cesaro, whenever he comes back, he's going to have his eyes set on something bigger. Or somebody else that has an ego.
Okay, so are you saying, what, Finn Balor, Lashley, or Owens, whoever walks out of SummerSlam?
Yes. I feel that whoever walks out at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship, Cesaro's going to be their next challenger. That's my prediction.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. All right, well, I think we're going to move on now to our next match. So if you saw on Raw, after Prime and Powerful handily defeated the Good Brothers, the lights went out when they came back on. Connor and Victor appeared in the ring. and they started down with Proud and Powerful seemingly issuing a challenge. Proud and Powerful, they told them they were number one in their book, and they walked away. But seemingly, the challenge laid down by Doomsday has been accepted by Proud and Powerful, because at the first dance, it'll be Santana and Ortiz versus Connor and Victor, Doomsday, and tag team action.
Oh, I cannot wait for this one. Doomsday is back. We haven't seen him since the King of the Ring, if I'm correct, right?
Before King of the Ring, actually. We've seen him since the Raw when they beat Leo Rush and John Cena in a tag team match.
That was the week 3 Raw.
Payback.
Yeah, that was before Payback. Week 3 before Payback. Raw. So it's been a long time since we've seen Doomsday in action, tag team action. Obviously, we just seen Pride and Powerful defeat the Good Brothers on Monday Night Raw. They have been red hot since their debut, so it's going to be very interesting. I believe 2 undefeated teams who have not lost this season.
Doomsday has not lost. Proud and Powerful made their debut to the War Raiders in the Open Challenge.
I forgot about that, because they did make the debut and during the War Raiders Open Challenges, which seemingly did not go on this week. I wondered, did they have travel issues or something like that? I don't know. They said they're going to do it every week.
We do have an exclusive thing coming up soon, actually, of what happened after Raw went off the air involving the War Raiders, so stay tuned for that.
Oh, okay, definitely. Because I was wondering what happened to them. But yeah, Proud and Powerful, they lost to the War Raiders in their debut, but they rebounded, beat the Good Brothers. Doomsday has not lost a match, if I'm 100% sure.
Since coming back as Doomsday, correct.
Since coming back as Doomsday, they have not lost a single match here this season. So it's going to be very interesting. I got Doomsday winning. That's my prediction. Who you got?
Okay.
Who you think's going to win?
Interesting. I mean, I think this one could go either way. I think one of the many matches on the show can go either way. Because Proud and Powerful, they look pretty good. The match with the Good Brothers, they beat former tag team champions, the Good Brothers, actually. But of course, Doomsday, well, in their previous incarnation, they were the longest reigning tag team champions ever in series history. So this could be a tough task for Proud and Powerful. This is toss up for me. For this one, I'm gonna go with. I think they'll pull off an upset. I'm gonna go with Proud and Powerful pull off an upset against Doomsday. That's what I'm going with.
I mean, they could do it because they were very, very impressive against the Good Brothers. This is why I like some of these matches here on the first dance. They can go either way because there's factors of who's going to enter, who might get involved, what's going to happen with this, going to happen with that. I love questions. I love trying to figure out the answers, and that is why I love Monday Night Raw.
Yes, sir. See, this right here is a man of culture, folks. All right, man of culture right here. Who cares about NXT and SmackDown or whatever? Raw's where it's at. All right, so we're moving on to our next tag team match. After what happened on Raw with the Undisputed Era and the New Day in a 6-man tag team match, obviously ended in controversial fashion. It will be another tag team match as Red Dragon of Undisputed Era, Fish and O'Reilly take on Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston of the New Day.
Well, we did see what happened with that doggone Roderick Strong costing the New Day that 6-man tag team match as that distraction with the beatdown on Kofi Kingston. Hopefully Kofi's all right and is well enough to compete at the first dance after that beatdown. The New Day back after 2 years, it was a feel-good moment that was ruined by Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Era. I think that they are going to come out here with a fire in Chicago and take their first out against Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, Ray Dragon. I got the New Day winning. But maybe Ray Dragon, they're not Undisputed Era, Ray Dragon, because it's a tag team match. Maybe Ray Dragon could pull out the victory too. I don't know, but I just feel like the New Day are going to come out with a fire.
Okay, interesting. I mean, yeah, I think someone that they can go either way. Honestly, this one's very unpredictable because it seems like
will Adam Cole and Big E anybody be at ringside, or is it just going to be these four?
No, it's nobody at ringside. It's just these two teams.
Okay. The question is, what about Adam Cole and Big E? What's going to happen with them now? Since now that the New Day are back, does Adam Cole change his strategy on Big E, or he keeps it the same? I'm very curious.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I think this one goes away because it seems like since Big E can get out of the group, seems like Adam Cole is now definitely like back in charge on this Undisputed Era. They're back together as a unit, so they could kind of fire under them. Red Dragon, but also the New Day have just reformed after 2 years away, and obviously, like you said, they're angry. Especially Kofi after what happened with Roderick Strong on Raw. So, I mean, but the thing is, Even though there are veterans, anger could get the better of them. I think it will. That's where Red Dragon will be able to capitalize and pick up the win over the New Day.
Indeed, this Monday Night Raw tag team division with the reformation of the New Day has gotten very, very interesting because imagine what the New Day could do in this tag team division. Could we possibly see them as Raw tag team champions one day? It could happen again.
Maybe. I mean,
Never know.
They were just tag team champions as Cruise Control. Lost them at the WrestleMania Street Profits, so then went over to SmackDown.
Went over SmackDown for a few months. Didn't really do much on SmackDown. And then they were traded to Monday Night Raw.
Well, actually, the New Day, they never actually went over to Raw. They're tracked as Cruise Control with Apollo and Cedric, but seemingly now Apollo is with MVP and kind of abandoned Cruise Control. Obviously, he beat down Cedric Alexander on Raw a few weeks ago to get Finn Balor at King of the Ring.
Indeed. So we don't even know what's going on with Cruise Control. Are they even Cruise Control anymore? Well, obviously they just lost 2 members. Cedric Alexander is presumably gone as well. So there's still questions. What's going on with Apollo Crews? His group is literally in pieces right now, and the alliance with MVP, that's still going on. There's a lot of things going on here on Monday Night Raw.
Oh yeah, and also speaking of Apollo, nobody's seen or heard from him or MVP since King of the Ring when he lost Finn Balor thanks to The Undertaker. Yes, it is Gino.
Yeah.
It is the one and only.
And we haven't heard a response because The Undertaker was scheduled to speak on Monday Night Raw, but he did not show up.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's been 2 weeks now since that announcement was made, and still nothing from Undertaker at all. So, guess we'll have to wait and see what happens with him.
Indeed, and we're less than a week from SummerSlam. So I'm very curious to see what's going to be going on with Apollo Crews and The Undertaker, who we have not seen them since King of the Ring.
Yes, very interesting. But yes, Gino, it is I. Hello, Gino. Welcome. I have no idea what's going on with some of these messages, but we're gonna move on.
Hello, Gino. What's up? Hey, Dino Man. I don't know. I can't say those names. I'm not gonna pronounce those names. But how y'all doing? A and P. There we go.
All right. Well, speaking of Big E and Adam Cole, the next match, it is a singles match. It is trying to get some revenge for his New Day brethren, as what happened last week on Raw, as we previously mentioned. Big E is going one-on-one with Roderick Strong in a grudge match.
I was wondering what Roderick Strong was going to be doing. There we go. And look at this. Explain to the viewers what this means.
Yes.
See what the graphic says.
If Big E beats Roderick Strong at the first dance, he'll face Adam Cole one-on-one at SummerSlam. He finally gets his hands on Adam Cole in a singles match.
There you go. After weeks of speculating, will they fight each other? They had a little tussle in the 6-man tag team match this week on Monday Night Raw, but we can finally get a one-on-one match. Because if Big E beats Roderick Strong, he gets Adam Cole at SummerSlam. But I got a feeling the Undisputed Era will have their hands over this match fully. I don't think this one ends clean.
Oh yeah, especially Adam Cole. Well, if Triple H doesn't have a good band from ringside for this match, then yeah, definitely Adam Cole try to get involved somehow, like the snake that he is.
I mean, he's been a snake all season. You know, ever since Vengeance.
Yeah, that's true. It seems to me that Red Dragon are kind of busy with the New Day, but you never know. They could try to get involved still somehow in this match.
Well, depending on when the tag team match happens, let's say that opens the show. Realistically, Red Dragon can still sneak in and swoop in and take out Big E later. Big E has to win. So does that mean count out, DQ? What if Big E gets DQ? Does he still win? Or does he still get the match?
I have no idea. That is up in the air. All it says is Big E wins. I have no other
So realistically, he can get counted out and lose. Double count out.
That is true.
That don't mean he don't win. Double disqualification. That don't mean he don't win.
A double count out does mean that it's a draw. So that means, I guess, I'm pretty sure that means he does not face Adam Cole at SummerSlam. So he has to win.
So these are factors that the Undisputed Era can cause. They can cause a double countout to make sure Big E does not win, because he has to win the match, whether that be by pinfall, submission, or count out himself. He has to be the winner. These are things that we got to watch out for, and Big E and the New Day have to watch out for. So I hope the New Day are on their guard and hopefully stopping any attacks that are more than likely going to happen during this match.
Yes. I mean, yeah, like I said, Adam Cole, he's he has every kind of plan in the book. He has backup plans on top of backup plans. So, I mean, if somehow Roderick Strong loses this match, obviously that's what he hopes for. Because if that happens, he has to face Big E at SummerSlam. I think it's probably his worst nightmare. Adam Cole's worst nightmare. Face Big E at SummerSlam, 1-on-1. So
especially after he cost Big E the United Kingdom Championship. Because let's be real, if Adam Cole did not interfere in that match, LA Knight will not be sitting here, your United Kingdom champion.
Oh, let's be honest. Definitely not.
He was getting whipped. He was getting his butt whipped during that match. And Big E was so close to putting it away, but Adam Cole, like the snake he is, the referee was down. He didn't see anything. Panama sunrised him on the outside and cost Big E his United Kingdom Championship. So I know Big E going to come out with a fury if he get his hands on Adam Cole 1-on-1. And that is literally Adam Cole's worst nightmare. It might be the toughest match that Adam Cole has this season, honestly.
Oh yeah, I would have to agree. And by the way, in case y'all are worried that now that the New Day are back together, that Big E is no longer is just going to be a happy-go-lucky pancake throwing, cereal throwing guy again. From my sources, Big E. He will be serious on Raw on the first dance, and he is looking to destroy Roderick Strong and go on to face Adam Cole and beat Adam Cole at SummerSlam.
Yes, so, Big E's not going back to that happy-go-lucky guy because from what my sources have told me, he told me the reason why the New Day failed is because whenever it was time to get serious, they did not get serious, and he said that will not happen this time. When it's time to buckle down, they're going to buckle down and keep it together. So they don't have that split and cause a split again like what happened 2 years ago.
Correct. So if I were Roderick Strong, I'll start running as soon as the bell rings, honestly, because the angry Big E is not a good Big E to mess with.
Especially after what he did to Kofi Kingston. Yes, I would run.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Well, speaking of the man who beat Big E for the UK Championship. Up next, we have another LA Knight UK Open Challenge.
Oh my God! I mean, the last two have been absolutely hilarious. Aiden Graham and this the one from this week.
The man himself, Jimmy Jarvis from Tampa Bay, Tampa's own Jimmy Jarvis.
He was actually university. A college student, actually. He was 18 years old, a college student that got the call that he should represent his hometown tonight, and he faced LA Knight, and it was great. I mean, it was an awesome match. You know?
Oh yeah, 5-star classic right there. That match was 5 stars. Match
so
of the year.
So who do you? I mean, we are in Chicago. Imagine like Scottie Pippen enters this one.
Scottie Pippen, how old is he?
I mean, hey, I've seen Stranger Things. Goldberg's still wrestling.
Michael Jordan. Imagine if we get Michael Jordan.
MJ? We're in Chicago. Michael Jordan versus LA Knight. I would love to see that.
Oh yeah, me too. You know? Dennis Rodman.
No, I don't think LA Knight wants Dennis Rodman. I think that might be actually very hard for him.
Dennis Rodman would completely destroy him if that ever happened.
I mean, it might be legit hands.
Oh yeah. For LA Knight, he doesn't want that smoke, all right? It would be.
Definitely not. I wouldn't want it neither. I would neck break Dennis Rodman into the oblivion.
NWO, all right? He's not to be messed with.
I'm pretty sure LA Knight has done his WCW history and seeing what the NWO did. I wouldn't want any piece of Dennis Rodman in the ring.
Oh no, definitely not. I don't even want a piece of him out in or outside of the ring. Honestly, he's a wild card.
Honestly. I mean, but in all seriousness, are we actually going to get a legit contender for these open challenges? But they have been hometown heroes. I don't know if that trend going to continue as we go into SummerSlam, but because LA Knight is scheduled for an open challenge at SummerSlam as long as he retains his United Kingdom Championship this week on the first dance. So, do you think that we're actually going to get a legit competitor, or is it going to be another hometown hero? I'm thinking another hometown hero. Honestly, somebody gonna be from Chicago this week.
I mean, I would hope that we get an actual opponent for LA Knight, an actual trained professional wrestler, someone who's trained longer than what 3 to 6 months in a wrestling ring. This fan, whoever this guy is, gave us Captain Shawn Dean from Chicago, the man who beat MJF. I don't know who MJF is. Never heard of that man in my life. But that would be very interesting.
That would be very interesting because he actually is a professional wrestler. He beat MJF, who's a bona fide talker, in pro wrestling, who loves to run his mouth. So I mean, hey, that'll be actually a good one. What about maybe? What if a CTP guy like in the creative division? Like, what if Michael Wolf enters this challenge? Like, imagine that. That'd be good. That'd be good, right?
Oh yeah, that'd be very interesting. I think we saw with Michael Wolf last when he lost to Vince Diamond, I think, on Raw. I think it was a triple threat match that involved Scorpion. I'm pretty sure.
Indeed, who we haven't seen Scorpion in a while neither. So what if Scorpion comes back? So there's possibilities that we might actually get legit trained professional wrestlers that are CTP Raw signed superstars. But there's another possibility that we might get another hometown hero. Only time will tell. Let me know in the chat who you guys got for real prediction. I think it'll be another hometown hero personally, but it could be Michael Wolf, it could be Scorpion, it could be anybody. Vince Diamond, who, speaking of Vince Diamond, haven't seen him in a while. Maybe he might come back after. Well, I don't think he's gonna come back. He kind of got thrown off a truck.
Yeah, like I say, Sampson kind of threw him off a truck. Samson has been pretty unhinged the last few months, honestly. Threw Diamond off the truck, just destroyed Mikey Dyer on Raw.
I don't think. Do we have? Speaking of, do we have a medical update on Mikey Dyer in this post show?
So, according to my sources, very reliable sources, he is apparently in the hospital. He is having surgery, actually, currently for his neck after getting power driven into the concrete by Lorenzo Sampson.
Okay, because during the show he was being stretchered out. The medical doctors were attending to him, so now surgery is happening. So hopefully he recovers soon and won't have to be out that long. But man, that looked very, very brutal. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, does anybody know anything about Nate Shields? Well, don't forget about Nate Shields. Sampson took him out too at the parking lot at NXT.
I didn't. I have to get with NXT officials to figure out what's going on with Nate. Well, but I haven't heard anything on him in a good minute since Sampson took him out too. But that was even. It looked even nastier for him on that concrete multiple times too. Like it was. Oof.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He landed on the concrete and on a chair as well. So that was. Ugh.
Yeah, that was something. We gotta move on here, though.
Yeah, we're gonna move on now, as there's another tag team match. We saw at the end of Raw, Lashley and Balor teaming up to take out Kevin Owens. They're gonna get him removed from the triple threat match at SummerSlam, make it a 1-on-1. And now they have opportunity to, because it'll be a tag team match. Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley team up to take on Kevin Owens and a mystery partner of his. And if Owens loses, he will be out in the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam. It'll be a 1-on-1 Balor versus Lashley. What they want.
Oh my God! Imagine if Sami Zayn shows up.
Sami Zayn, you think he could come back after what Owens did to him? He could come back to be his partner after what happened with Kevin Owens on Raw a few months ago now, actually.
Who would actually want to work with Kevin Owens?
I have no idea. I mean, because obviously Kevin Owens has history of having people in the back, so I don't know why you would ever want to team with Kevin Owens ever.
I mean, this honestly might be a 2-on-1 handicap match. It seems that Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley formed some sort of alliance because Bobby Lashley feels that he has a rightful 1-on-1 match at SummerSlam, and he wants to take out Kevin Owens to make sure it's not a triple threat, which is very, very smart. And we've seen how they was working together on Raw. They were kicking his butt. Well, mostly Bobby Lashley was kicking his butt, but hey, Finn Balor hit that coup de grace and said payback is a, you know what, I can't say it on live TV, but yeah, I mean he did what he had to do. So, but who would want to work with Kevin Owens? That's the thing. He took out his own damn partner after payback, who we haven't seen since. He manhandled him. I wouldn't want to work with him personally.
I have no idea. I mean, Kevin Owens is a very dangerous threat when Lashley, while people wants to team up with somebody to take somebody out, when he could probably do it by himself. That's how how much of a threat Kevin Owens is. He powerbombed him on the apron, Lashley, last week on Raw, and he took out Finn Balor with a package power driver too. So Kevin Owens, if this stage triple threat match, Owens could be walking out SummerSlam WWE champion.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking at the Raw roster. I don't see anybody that would even want to work with this guy.
I mean, yeah, everybody that will probably want to work with him is either already on the show or they're out injured currently.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, so it's gonna be very, very interesting. Hey, chat, if you guys know who would want to fight or help Kevin Owens, let us know in the chat down below who you guys think is gonna be, and can Kevin Owens win this matchup? Let us know in the chat your predictions and stuff. But I honestly, man, I just don't see nobody teaming up with Kevin Owens, and I feel that Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley are going to take him out, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match. That's my prediction.
Ooh, okay. So you're going Balor Lashley for the win, make a 1-on-1 at SummerSlam?
Indeed.
Okay, interesting. I mean, you never know. There could be somebody that isn't on the roster could team up with Kevin Owens. He could try to outsource a tag team partner.
I mean, we did see a free agent this week on Monday Night Raw. Remember, your dude that accepted John Cena challenge, Braun Breaker, was not signed. I keep saying Baker. Braun Breaker was not signed to Night Raw. He still ain't signed.
Yes, he is not a signed competitor to Raw. He does not have a Raw contract. It was meant to be a one-time deal. You know, we'll get to that later on. It was meant to be a one-time deal, but I digress.
Well, let's continue on.
Yes, we're gonna move on now. Actually, to a video we have found from after the show on Raw, featuring the Raw Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders. It came out to send the crowd home happy, have a little celebration with the fans after the show. And well, you know what? You gotta see it to believe it, okay? We're gonna show the video right now. What did we just watch?
I am literally. I have no words. I literally have no words. You see the graphic. Just explain.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the first dance in Chicago for the Raw Tag Team Championships, it will be the newest tag team signee to Raw, the Briscoes, taking on the War Raiders for the Raw Tag Team Championships in a tornado tag street fight. Oh my God. Well, the Briscoes have showed up. The hottest free agent tag team right now are now signed to Raw. And they have just destroyed the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Wow. I am literally stunned at this. And I was just asking what's going to be happening with those War Raiders open challenges. It looks like this ain't no open challenge. This is a straight up street fight in Chicago for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The question is now, will the War Raiders can they beat these guys? We just seen a get manhandled in this and after the events of Raw this week. I don't know, man. The Briscoes look like they might walk out of Chicago with those Raw Tag Team Championships.
Maybe. I mean, we have never seen that happen to the War Raiders ever. Even with Owens and Zayn, when they beat them at TakeOver Las Vegas, it was a back and forth match. It was an even match. That was just pure destruction.
It's just pure destruction. That's never happened to them at all.
I mean,
win,
lose, or draw, for the Briscoes being on the Raw roster now does not bode well for any tag team on the Raw roster.
Any at all. And we were just talking about this Raw tag team division and how stacked it already was, but now adding the Briscoes to that, it just makes it even more stacked. This puts the Raw Tag Team Championship Open Challenge that the War Raiders had at SummerSlam in jeopardy because they might not make it to SummerSlam as Tag Team Champions with the Briscoes breathing down their neck.
Oh yeah, I mean, even if they do win, they might not be able to make it at SummerSlam. Even if they do win, honestly, the Briscoes, how vicious they are, how honestly evil they are. I mean, this is why they weren't signed for years. They are. I mean, think of the most evil professional wrestlers inside the ring ever. The Briscoes might top all of those guys, honestly, inside the ring. That's how
indeed
vicious and vile they are. And I mean, we saw them find out firsthand, the tag team champions, just find out who the Briscoes are.
A very, very sadistic tag team. One of the most sadistic tag teams in professional wrestling history.
I mean, they fought on the farm. They fought each other on the farm. And at the end, they said, you know what? We're going to stay together as a tag team. They shook hands after beating each other with tables and every weapon you could think of and more. And they laughed it off after all that punishment.
They thought it was funny.
So imagine what's going to happen on the first dance with the War Raiders and the Briscoes in this free fight.
Yeah. Would they think the table or the chair that might get involved, or maybe the kendo stick, they might every time they might get hit, they might laugh. Just very, very weird and sadistic. If you get hit by a chair and you get right back up and you just laugh it off.
Oh yeah. I mean, chat. Let's know who you got for the first dance after that video we just watched. Was the Briscoes the War Raiders walking to SummerSlam as Raw Tag Team Champions? Because honestly, right now I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Let us know, because
I honestly don't know.
We're going to announce the main event of the first dance. After what we saw on Raw in the main event with John Cena and Braun Breaker losing to John Cena, shaking his hand, and then lights going out, and Karrion Kross appearing in the ring for the first time since King of the Ring, and choking out Braun Breaker in front of John Cena. Braun Breaker, even though he is a free agent, he's not signed to Raw or any brand. He has demanded that he face Karrion Kross at the first dance, and Triple H
Is he serious?
And Triple H, I mean, after some consideration, has given it to him. In the main event of the first dance in Chicago, it'll be Karrion Kross versus Braun Breaker. Last man standing.
Oh my God! Braun Breaker is out of his mind.
You think so? You think he's out of his mind? You don't think he's got this against Karrion Kross?
Did he watch what Karrion Kross did at the fight night in the ballroom against Big E?
I mean, did you see what he did with no weapons against John Cena at Payback?
He manhandled him. He wasn't even in the match. He threw him around like he was a doll.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, now you're talking about it. Now I'm thinking about it. This might not be a good idea for Braun Breaker to face Karrion Kross. Well, first off, at all, and secondly, in a last man standing match.
Yes, last man standing against one of the most brutal people in the company right now, who is very, very angry. It's gotten so bad that they have to lock him in a cell to contain him with John Cena at SummerSlam.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've seen Karrion Kross. I mean, not angry. We've seen Karrion Kross. I mean, I assume he's always angry, but I've seen Karrion Kross furious. So I mean, we've seen what he's done before, but now that he is, I mean, out of his mind, most likely. Imagine what's gonna happen. Not only to Braun Breaker at the first dance, but John Cena at SummerSlam.
Legit. This might not be good for this young man. I'm serious.
This is only his second match in WWE, and he's facing Karrion Kross in the main event of the first dance, the last man standing match.
Right, yeah, you did what you gotta do against John Cena. Yeah, you almost beat John Cena. I commend you. But this ain't no normal man you about to fight. This is a demon. I don't mean literally, but he is. He's destruction.
Honestly, you never know. He might be. He might be an actual demon. You never know.
Yeah, he might not be a man. Teleport in the ring? Who does that?
I mean, yeah. He can teleport in and out of the ring. He can slow time. He shot off all Big E's offense at Fight Night. Beat him in an ODQ match in the Hammerstein Ballroom. Run 6 nights later to destroy Adam Cole and almost beat him at King of the Ring with ease.
Almost beat out of. Oh, he was throwing. He looked like he had his neck broken in the match against Big E. He got up, defeated Big E. Then 6 days later, he literally walked in the King of the Ring and was toying with Adam Cole. He was throwing him around. He was throwing him around like he's like he was a toy. And if it wasn't for John Cena, arguably Karrion Kross will be fighting for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. No doubt in my mind. Because you think that Ricochet could have beaten him? Oh, no way. No way.
No, definitely not.
Ricochet would have got slaughtered.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And I mean that. And I love Ricochet.
I mean, even Kevin Owens, I think, would have gotten destroyed. And we've seen Kevin Owens since they turned on Sami Zayn at Payback, what he's done.
And Kevin Owens has been a savage these last few weeks, and he probably would have got manhandled too.
Oh yeah, I agree. So I mean, all of this because of John Cena. So I think because definitely this match is going to be a war. There's always not going to be any blood in this match. So whatever blood is spilled out of Braun Breaker's forehead or who knows where by Karrion Kross, that's definitely going to be, at least in his mind, because of John Cena. He's probably going to envision Breaker as John Cena while he's beating him to a pulp.
Just 6 days before he has to step into a cell with John Cena in the final chapter.
Because night 1 is on Saturday. That's the main event.
Indeed. That is true. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're announcing this right now. This is your main event of night 1 of SummerSlam. Is Karrion Kross versus John Cena in a Hell in a Cell match, which will be commentated by Gresh. He's commentating your main event of SummerSlam. Just 5 days before, last man standing with Breaker.
Obviously, normally the WWE Championship main event, the big show, but because of all the history and the animosity between John Cena and Karrion Kross, I mean, especially with probably the destruction to the cause in that match, they have to go on last. They must main event the show.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect. And you know we love WWE Championship, and we know you know that we love us something Balor, but Karrion Kross and John Cena deserve to go on last so they can take each other to hell, because we already know Kross is already like a demon anyway. They're going to hell, and it's not going to be pleasant. I'm just letting you guys know that right now.
Oh yeah, I have a feeling one of them, but they're both going to hell. One of them ain't coming back.
And one of them's not coming back. And I have that strange suspicion that this might be the last that we see of John Cena.
Or Karrion Kross even. I mean, you never know. John Cena, who knows what he learned while he was on Karrion Kross's captivity. When he's learned about Karrion Kross, he might have learned what makes him tick. You know, you get it, huh? What makes him tick. And also his weaknesses. How to beat
he did say that. He did say that in a address to the WWE Universe a few weeks ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago, he said that. He said that he knows what makes him tick. So
that is true. I mean, I guess we'll wait and find out.
What does make him tick?
Well, I mean, that is if Kross can get past Braun Breaker. Because don't sleep on Braun Breaker, right? And this is only the second match. We saw he did John Cena. He manhandled John Cena. He almost beat him. He's one move away from beating John Cena.
Legit, if that move would have connected properly, Cena would have lost that match.
I agree. Well, so, actually, here's an exclusive reveal of the poster for the first dance featuring Braun Breaker and Karrion Kross.
Look at that. Look at that monstrosity right there, man. Wow. Monday Night Raw, the first dance live from Chicago, Illinois, just 5 days before SummerSlam. Do not miss it. What a main event we're going to have. That's going to be great. I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait. Well, now we can move on to the final portion of this live stream here. The SummerSlam announcements. We have 2 match announcements for SummerSlam. The first of which actually happened on Raw with Kalisto and Matt Riddle. In that match, Riddle using the Kinshasa. Triple H has decided that this feud has gone on for long enough. It will be 1-on-1 at SummerSlam, Nakamura versus Riddle 2. Because the first time they faced off was the King of the Ring first round match. Riddle cheated to beat Nakamura using exposed turnbuckle. Nakamura got revenge by costing Riddle the King of the Ring tournament. And now we are here for SummerSlam, Nakamura Riddle 1-on-1 at night 1 of SummerSlam. And also,
indeed,
actually, I almost forgot, this match would be 2 out of 3 falls at SummerSlam.
So there you go. We're definitely going to defend a winner. You know, no more running, no more hiding. We knew that Matt Riddle was very, very angry after being potentially cost a King of the Ring final spot. Honestly, you know, with Shinsuke Nakamura costing him that match. You know, so anger towards him from that, and also Nakamura still has animosity because he was cost a spot in the King of the Ring. Period, because he lost his qualifying match because of Matt Riddle. So now 2 out of 3 falls at SummerSlam. I think that this one's gonna be very, very good, and I think that Nakamura's finally gonna get his win back. And I think he's gonna clean sweep it.
Wow, so you're saying Nakamura's gonna beat Riddle 2-0 at SummerSlam?
Yes.
Ooh, okay, interesting. I mean, Riddle, we've seen a new side of him since he joined up with Paul Heyman. He's now cheating to win matches, using his opponent's own moves on other people, taunting his opponents, like we saw on Raw, where Nakamura using the Kinshasa on Kalisto, and after he won the match, doing Nakamura's taunts, his mannerisms. And apparently, from what I've heard, Nakamura and Riddle will both be at the first dance next week, actually. So I have to see what happens there with those 2. But I mean, honestly, this one could go either way, especially if Riddle does it by himself without Paul Heyman. We see what Riddle can do by himself with no Paul Heyman, no cheating involved. So you know what? If there's Matt Riddle of old coming to SummerSlam night 1, then I'm gonna say Matt Riddle takes this one. I'm gonna say we get to 1-1. And Riddle takes the final fall.
You notice ever since NXT TakeOver Las Vegas, there's been a fire lit under Matt Riddle. Whenever he got destroyed by Rusev at NXT TakeOver Las Vegas, something changed. And something changed in his attitude as well. Now low-blowing people, with Paul Heyman. You know Paul Heyman is a mastermind, is a genius in his own right. I think we're seeing a change and a new chapter of the rise of Matt Riddle. But I think that he might have met his match because Shinsuke Nakamura he was overlooked on Friday Night SmackDown, never given the opportunities that he rightfully deserved on Friday Night SmackDown. Now he's gonna lit a fire here on Monday Night Raw, and I think that fire was lit with Matt Riddle. It's a perfect storm for two people that need the momentum. It just want to see who wants it more, and I think the winner of this match might be looking for championship aspirations after SummerSlam.
I agree. I mean, both of these guys, they're former MMA fighters, especially Riddle, of course, former UFC fighter, ended his career with a winning record. Nakamura, not so much on his end. But both these guys have stepped inside of a cage before. So they're very, the same type of competitor, combining MMA type of maneuvers with pro wrestling. So, we saw the match on Raw a few weeks ago, about a month ago now, when Riddle cheated to win. The reason why he had to cheat to win because Nakamura almost beat him. It was very evenly matched contest. So he had to use Paul Heyman, his distraction, take off the top turnbuckle, and use that to win. But hopefully, if it's kind of like with Jay White and Kota Ibushi, honestly, if there's no Paul Heyman at ringside, I'm feeling this one we'll be right down the middle. No low blowing, no exposed turnbuckles, none of that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah. I'm going with Riddle on this one. I'm
going Nakamura. So look like we're 50-50 on our picks. We're not picking the same.
Well, our final announcement for the evening, we were talking about it earlier actually. It will be happening. This is a building since the Royal Rumble, when Apollo Crews stomped Undertaker's neck, tried to break his neck, tried to end his career with a steel chair in the Royal Rumble and eliminate him from the match. It is finally happening at SummerSlam Night 1. Undertaker, Apollo Crews finally meet in the ring one-on-one.
Oh my God.
And there was no disqualification, no countout, anything goes.
This is the one I have been waiting on for months. Over almost 6 months I've been waiting for this match. We have been having this animosity, actually 7 months in the making. With Undertaker and Apollo Crews since the Royal Rumble. In the Royal Rumble, when Apollo Crews did what he did, the Undertaker said in a statement on his road to WrestleMania before he fought Shawn Michaels, about 3 weeks before, that once I'm done with Shawn Michaels, I am coming for you. And that's exactly what he has done. He has stalked Apollo Crews. He has made Apollo Crews' life a living hell. Every time Apollo Crews tries to win something, every time Apollo Crews tries to succeed, every time Apollo Crews tries to do something good for himself, the Undertaker has been there to squander it and take it away from him. And now at SummerSlam, it's gonna finally happen. 7 months in the making. Undertaker, Apollo Crews, and I am going with a shocker here. I'm actually going to pick against the Dead Man. I am picking Apollo Crews to win this match.
Ooh, very interesting. I didn't expect that at all. I don't blame you though, since obviously, like you said, he was terrorized by Undertaker for weeks. Every single match he was in, the gongs would hit, but nobody would be there when lights came back up. Would distract Apollo Crews and he would lose his matches. He lost to Matt Riddle.
He even had a losing streak, I believe, right?
Oh yeah, he lost to Matt Riddle. He lost to Chad Gable on Raw, I believe. So yeah, he was going on a downward spiral. He even forgot Cedric Alexander was on a honeymoon, a vacation with his wife when he returned to Raw. But then everything turned around when Apollo Crews was abducted by MVP's, I guess, bodyguards. I don't even know what you would call them.
Their faces still have not been revealed. Are they actual wrestlers?
I have no idea. I don't even think they are. But when Crews was abducted by MVP's men, I guess you can say, he returned a completely different person. He is more aggressive, more dangerous than ever. We saw he did defend Balor. He came back, the Roger Payback. He destroyed him. He destroyed Cedric Alexander to get a match with Finn Balor for the WWE Championship at King in the Ring. He destroyed Finn Balor at King in the Ring. He's going to win WWE Championship, but then Undertaker appeared finally for the first time since WrestleMania. Appeared in the flesh and cost Apollo Crews the WWE Championship against Finn Balor. And I said earlier on, nobody's heard from Crews or MVP since SummerSlam. So I have no idea what's going on there. We have no idea if Crews is training harder than ever, or if he's just gone radio silent, he's gone dark. We have no idea.
And that's the scary part, that we have no idea what's going on with him.
Yeah, I agree. And also, to I guess place my guy with Undertaker himself, he brought in a new finishing move, the Tombstone. Instead of the Tombstone, it's the Tombstone Lung Blower. He used it Finn Balor. He's about to win the WWE Championship with it at King in the Ring. He hit Cedric Alexander with it. We've seen Cedric Alexander since that attack by Apollo Crews. Seems like that new finisher is working very well for Apollo Crews. So it's Tombstone Power Driver versus Tombstone Lung Blower at SummerSlam, it seems like.
Oh yeah, I mean that lung blower is absolutely vicious. And arguably, if did that lung blower hit at King of the Ring, right, against Finn Balor?
Yes, right before Undertaker appeared in the ring. Yes.
Arguably, we would have been saying Apollo Crews WWE champion if Undertaker didn't appear.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, he hit him with a chair beforehand, Finn Balor. But that's his point. I mean, for that, he destroyed him. He busted him open. He tossed him from the ring to the floor. He was manhandling him all around the ring. So I mean, chair or not, Apollo Crews, Undertaker or not, chair or not, Apollo Crews probably would be WWE champion right now. Probably facing Lashley or Owens or Balor again, or maybe Undertaker even, or whoever at SummerSlam right now, WWE champion.
Fatal 5-way, fatal 4-way. I mean, triple threat. I don't even know the scenario. If Crews won the belt and Undertaker still showed up, could Undertaker be fighting for a WWE championship again? We know Taker was WWE champion in season 4. He has not been WWE champion since then. He had an over 7.5 month title reign with WWE title the last time he held it. So maybe that could have happened. We just never know, because Undertaker interfered and stopped Apollo Crews' plans of becoming WWE champion. And I know Apollo Crews is going to use that as motivation. And I feel like somehow, some way, something's not right. I just feel like something's not right, and something's bad's going to happen to the Undertaker in this match. And Apollo Crews is going to walk out of Atlanta, Georgia with the victory. That's just my sneaky suspicion. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I don't. But that's just how I feel right now.
I mean, we're talking about how dangerous Apollo Crews is this entire time. Don't forget about the Undertaker, of course. I mean, I know about the Undertaker, but it seems like at King of the Ring we saw a different side to him. It seems like he's a combination of all his previous incarnations rolled up into one now. So I mean,
he had the American bad self. He had a little bit of the dead man in him too, because he knew he did the lights thing. The lights went out and he appeared behind Apollo Crews, and he showed a little bit of Big Evil. So I don't know what's going on with him, honestly. He was a combination of all three of his most famed incarnations of himself. Now obviously he did not have the urn, so he didn't have that incarnation yet with Ministry of Darkness. He wasn't like that. But I mean, he is as crazy as that. He could flip that switch on quickly. So you never know. Could we get a little bit of a Ministry of Darkness at SummerSlam? I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, yeah, possibly. I mean, we've seen how you saw over the years, over the decades, how dangerous Taker is with that incarnation of himself. I mean, he tried to embalm Stone Cold Steve Austin multiple times. So I mean,
he kidnapped Stephanie McMahon.
Yes, tried to force her to marry him, but you know what? Let's talk about that.
To marry him on live TV, by the way.
Oh yeah. He became WWE champion at the time as well. Only way to stop him was to bury him alive.
Yeah, they literally had to bury him alive to take the championship away from him. That had to happen. So I mean, we know how crazy the Undertaker can get, and we also know how crazy Apollo Crews can get as well. Apollo Crews don't play no games. He literally formed an entire group and dominated Monday Night Raw under them, and almost won the world championship multiple times.
I mean,
and was world champion at one point.
At one point, they almost had all the belts on Raw. Kofi and Xavier were tag champs. Cedric Alexander was European champ, and Cruz was World Heavyweight champ for a fleeting moment that was ripped away from them by Robert Roode and the Street Profits and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
I know it was very, very, very sad. How
for Apollo Crews anyway. I mean, Apollo kind of deserved it. Let's be honest. But I mean, yeah, sad for him. I mean, that's about it though.
Indeed. Well, we'll see what happens at SummerSlam. This is a match that can go either way. I mean, but honestly, all the SummerSlam matches can go either way for the Raw side. The Raw side has some combustible things going on in Atlanta, Georgia, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to also announce this. The night 1 will be all Monday Night Raw matches for SummerSlam. Night 2 will be SmackDown's night. We're going to do that. We're going to do branded nights for SummerSlam. Raw going to have one night, and SmackDown's going to have another night. So if you notice that, these are all Raw matches, it was done by design like that. So look forward to that.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? To make my prediction, to wrap this whole thing up, I would say Taker is going to finally get his revenge on Apollo Crews and defeat him at SummerSlam.
All right. Well, so look like we got split picks again. So I'm curious to see how that one's going to tap out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Monday Night Raw post show. We will be back next week breaking down everything that happened at the first dance and also going over even more SummerSlam announcements. Probably revealing the full SummerSlam match card for the Monday Night Raw side and talking about all those matches as we go along. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the first dance preview and the first edition of the Monday Night Raw post show. We'll see you guys next week after the first dance is aired. I've been your host, Coltrane. This has been Expert Gaming. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and have a good night, everyone.